This is Kelso Surgeon. Thank you for visiting us for another edition of Football Handicapping 101. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Before we do that, just remember, a reminder, I crushed the NFL last weekend 5-0-1, won my 200-unit NFL Game of the Year with the Seattle Seahawks, came right back on Monday night, won my 50-unit NFC East Game of the Year with the underdog Giants over the Dallas Cowboys. I intend to keep right on rolling this weekend. The highlight of the weekend in the colleges will be my 100-unit situation play of the year. This is a game that matches two teams that are one absolutely primed to lose and one absolutely primed to win. I think I'll get the money in a blowout a game in this one. Also on Saturday night, going for my fourth straight 25-unit Saturday night special. I've released 4 of these games this season, 4-0, intend to be 5-0 at the end of the night. And on Sunday, releasing my 50-unit NFL Game of the Week. I'm 5-2 in these games this season, intend to take down the big money one more time. Now let's get to the college football for just a moment here. You know, I've had Oregon number one in my top 25 poll for about, I think, the last 3 weeks. They're at USC this week. They're a 7-point favorite. And I'm nervous about the game, I'll be honest with you. But I want to tell you what Oregon has going for it, if I might just look at my notes here. Number one, they have the leading offense in the country. They average 569 yards a game. They have the leading scoring machine in the country, averaging 55 points a game. They have the leading rusher in the country, a fine sophomore named LaMichael James, who's averaging 161 yards per game. And then the most impressive figure of all. Do you know that the Oregon Ducks score 87% of the time inside the red zone? That also is the number one figure in the country. In the red zone, 19 times, in the red zone, 25 times, 19 touchdowns, 6 field goals. This is a standout football team and is very, very quick. I would tend to think that they would win and cover the 7 at USC, but I'm always nervous about laying the points on the road. Number 2 in my poll is Alabama, followed by Auburn, then TCU, and then Boise State. A quick word on Boise State. I was really unimpressed with Boise State last night. I lost a 15-unit play on them, and I'm not crying about that. It's just this team really didn't have the fire and zip it usually brings to these kind of games. It made me a little nervous. I may drop Boise State down lower in the top 10 in my next ratings. Just a thought. That might have been a one-game apparition where they just, were a little off and didn't have it. But Boise State did not look like a BCS championship game contender last night. We'll have to wait and see. Now also, I'm always looking for teams that are really undervalued. And I've mentioned this, I think, on 3 different video sessions here, that Northern Illinois is the most underranked football team in the country. This week they're at Western Michigan. They're a 9 or 9.5 point favorite. They've won 5 in a row. They've covered 6 in a row. Their only 2 losses came at Iowa State in the opening game of the season. That's the Iowa State team that just beat Texas. And then they lost at Illinois by a touchdown. But this is a good football team that's just getting better and better. And I would like to just say that I think you can lay the 9.5 with Northern Illinois this week and get the money again. This is a school off the beaten path. They get absolutely no attention from line makers or bookmakers, and this team is quite capable of winning against Western Michigan by 23 or 24 points. Just a note, remember, Northern Illinois, the most underrated team in the country. Now let's speak a bit about basketball. The NBA is underway. I'd like to read you the odds to win the championship, and just the first 3 or 4 teams. The Miami Heat are favored at 8-5 to go the distance, followed by the Los Angeles Lakers at 3-1. Do I think that they're worth the bet at 8-5? Absolutely not. This is a team that's loaded with talent now, with the addition of Chris Bosh and LeBron James. They're not the greatest thing since sliced bread, I can promise you right now. It's a good basketball team. Maybe they should be favored, but the price says I can't bet on them. But I'd like to make a recommendation to you. Keep your eye on the Oklahoma City Thunder all season. This is the most improved team in the NBA, and I'll tell you right now, I got down on them at 20-1 to win the championship, and I wouldn't sell my ticket. I can tell you right now, this is a good team, a very improved team. They're going to be undervalued for the first month of the NBA season. Pay attention. Maybe you want to give a little bit of time to the Oklahoma City Thunder and cash a ticket or two. Now, quickly, I'm offering my entire basketball package. That includes both the NBA and the colleges for the entire season for just $249. It's a bargain price. It's an early bird price. If you sign up now, it's going to go up later. You can get the entire college and NBA season for just $249. And a reminder, the colleges start playing next week. It's here. Basketball season is here. Or if you like, you can play by the day for $15 or by the week for $49. But your best bet is to get on board for $249 for the entire season. Get all my best bets in both the NBA and college basketball. I do take all major credit cards. Thank you very much for watching. Back here tomorrow with the NFL.